Howdy, folks. It is Diecastbuffet here again, and finally, for the first time in years, we have a Gold Series 1/64 scale non-5-pack Toyota Supra, the Gibbs Interstate Batteries Throwback, throwing it back to 2002, my favorite year in the sport, with Bobby Labonte's Pontiac Grand Prix. My goodness, if this car is not on your bucket list of diecast to get, I don't know what you're doing. The fact that they even made this paint scheme, I think, is borderline a miracle. Because I was like, yep, they're not going to make it. But they did. So, rejoice. Let's go ahead and get this thing out of the box. Alrighty, folks. We're out of the good old box. Brand new. And, of course, we got this car from our friends over there at Circle B Diecast. You can, too. You can save on shipping, guys, with that promo code. Use code Diecastbuffet over there at checkouts at Circle B Diecast for, discounted shipping, guys. So diving into this paint scheme here, the first thing that I think most would notice is the green. It's a lot brighter on camera, which is it's supposed to be that way. If you look at the normal Bobby Labonte diecasts, you'll notice that the green looks a little bit more like a Lego green, if you will. I know it's a pretty bad analogy, apples to oranges, but it's designed to be more fluorescent in the sunlight, a lot brighter. So I think they nailed the paint code. You got Xfinity with Gibbs, got the full-time Xfinity banner. Interstate batteries right there. Just such a classic-looking paint scheme. In my opinion, it is the best Bobby Labonte paint scheme ever, was the 02 design. It's just the way the lightning bolts, the red, the black, the green. I mean, it's goated. It's a GOAT paint scheme to me. I freaking love this car, guys. 54 Simpson ARP Sudoku. Got the Supra livery, and then just look at that subtle detail above the little splitter here, which the bottom of it is decaled to black. Beautiful, beautiful diecast. Let's go to the left side of the car. You got the 54 there, Interstate batteries. Just so cool to finally get a Gibbs 54 car in the Gold Series, but it's even better to just get one that's a Supra. I mean, it's sad. Half of the production of this car is probably going to get scrapped because everyone's going to buy them for donors. So it's kind of sad knowing that like half of these cars are not even going to be in existence probably 5 years from now, which is kind of sad. Got Gibbs right there. Got your 3 race win stickers, which, I mean, I have no idea which ones those are. Martinsville, maybe. He won, like, everywhere. I mean, this kid's got some talent, man. We got numbers, 70 years right there. Interstate batteries. Maxwell Simeon's, Mobile 1. Lincoln Welders, Sherwin Williams. Goodyear, Xfinity, Mobile 1. Lincoln Welders once again. Arrowhead Brass. NASCAR Salutes. Got Toyota. Whatever that is. Go to the caboose of this diecast and just... What a beautiful paint scheme. You know, if they said, okay, we're going to make this the primary Interstate batteries car for 2023, I would have no problem with it. Because to me, it's just that freaking cool, man. It's just that cool. Like, it doesn't feel retro to me. Like, it feels modern. It feels like you could still use it nowadays, and it would do just as good as the paint scheme Kyle Busch has ran the last few years. That's how iconic the early 2000s Interstate cars were. So you got, I think it's Toyota GR Supra, whatever they call it. Let's go to see the John 316 right there. I've got 54 Interstate batteries. Just a subtle detail, the little, lightning bolts on the side. Go over to the right side. I think Monster Energy was supposed to be right down here on the side panel, which, I mean, you can easily add those logos to these cars because it's your diecast. You do whatever you want with it. Go to the right side of the car, and just such a beautiful paint scheme, man. Such a beautiful paint scheme. I love this car. I mean, we're talking a 10 out of 10 design. And then you add it onto an Xfinity Supra, I mean, someone could have just done this on a Camaro or whatever and just had a similar style paint scheme, right? No, you add it on a Supra, and then it's a Gibbs car. I mean, it just checks all the boxes, guys. If you're looking for something like to just stand out in your collection, I don't think there's a better diecast on the market right now than this one. Now, you can see a little bit of a wiggle on this number 5 decal, unfortunately. So it's not a perfect decal, but guess what? It happens. You got Gibbs on the back window, which that's another thing. This is the first Gibbs diecast to actually have the window banners because the Authentics release, which was the Pristine Auctions car, I think it was the sponsor. It didn't have any of these window banners. So That's interesting. Nope, got Interstate batteries right there on the deck lid, and the deck lids on these Xfinity cars are gigantic. But it's weird, like the Chevrolet Camaro Xfinity cars, they weigh so freaking much. Like the metal on them, they use so much metal. I don't understand it. Like the splitter, the front of the car weighs so much. The sides are significantly thicker. Like this whole front end housing, the metal is so much more thicker than it needs to be. But it's a lot more, I guess I just gonna say lighter for these Xfinity Supras. So it's weird how they run the same series, but the diecasts are made by the same company, yet they feel completely different. Like almost like two different manufacturers made them. The Camaros are really bulky, unfortunately, but the Supras, they fit very, very nicely. Wow, what an awesome looking diecast, guys. It's a shame the box looks like newspaper, though. I mean, look how beautiful the race car is, and look how crap the box is. Ooh, I will say though, the 2023 Cup Series boxes actually look pretty nice. They're plain Jane, right? They look exactly the same, except it says 2023, and they updated the font. The font actually looks really good. I'll be honest with you. It's just so cool, man. Ty Gibbs 2022 Supra. And you know this cat. It's becoming kind of like the Kyle Busch situation, where you have fans who love him, and you have fans who just can't stand him. I don't know exactly where I fall as a fan of, or a potential fan of Ty Gibbs, but I don't know. I like him, but no one's perfect, right? I don't know. I'm really interested to see how this guy is full time in the Cup Series, racing with the Hall of Famers every weekend. So that's going to be really cool. But yeah, man, got to get this diecast. Got to. Years from now, will this dry up? Every other Supra diecast that has been made has dried up. So that's pretty much your bulletin board material. Every other supercar that has been made, which is the 2019 Jeffrey Earnhardt IK9s, the 2021 Ty Gibbs Pristine Auction Supra, that one's already drying up. And then the Kyle Busch 2021 54 5-pack, that one's drying up. Even the Authentics one, the Coda one, that one it's low, but it's starting to dry up. So my point is, there's never going to be a better time to get a Supra than right now. Get one. Do it. It's awesome. We got more cars to review here, and I'll show one paint scheme that directly, goes with Ty Gibbs. This is the root of his first ever Cup Series start, when Kurt Busch crashed in this car. Not a super, spectacular crash by any means, but it was just enough with the imperfections of the next-gen car to produce a concussion, and that pretty much shortened Kurt Busch's career immediately. And Ty Gibbs got that first career start in this paint scheme. Granted, it was the backup wrap, so it looked pretty bad, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, definitely, these two cars go hand in hand. And we got two raced wins here. These are pretty cool. I want to show these real quick on camera. Joey Logano Darlington win. I know people are griping about the wheels. They're so easy to paint, dude. If I really wanted to, I could fix it. No harm, no foul. And then you have this Ryan Blaney All-Star win, which is really interesting. You have the Wrangler sponsor on there, which I know a lot of Earnhardt fans are going to love that. It's the Dayglow Menards car. First win for Menards with the next-gen era. So that's really cool. And it's caked in confetti. It's caked. I love it. It looks really cool. And you can see on the hood, or you might not be able to see, but it's little Lone Star flags, which is so cool. Or flags. It's the state of the, the shape of Texas is what I'm saying. So it's really, really cool, guys. It's a great diecast out right now. Make sure to pick up yours today. That's all for now. Diecast Buffet. Hope to see you in the next video. Signing off.